Well, look, despite all the tough talk from the government, of course, still refusing to leave ECHR, even though the Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, has been very clear that the UK needs to do so. Be under no illusions. The numbers crossing from France on small boats to England is still very substantial. In fact, in the last week alone, we've seen more than 1,000 more people crossing. And of course, we've had this situation now with the government saying that they remain committed to ECHR membership, putting out briefings that perhaps maybe in the future they'll look at leaving ECHR, as if this isn't an emergency now, and somehow putting it in the next Conservative manifesto is adequate. Well, I'm sorry, it simply isn't good enough. And just to show you how ridiculous this situation is at the moment, you see here, last year, 2022, 215 people out of over 45,000 who crossed deported. So that's a 0.47% deportation rate for those arriving. It is an absolute joke. And then you look at how dangerous the situation is. The front page of the Mail today. 19 terror suspects among Channel arrivals. The 19 suspected terrorists arriving to Britain via small boats. That's according to security sources speaking to the Mail. Foreign nationals linked with groups including Islamic State reaching the UK illegally last year. Most lodging asylum claims here. 19 men now believed to be living in hotels paid for by the British taxpayer. 7, the Mail report there, already under active investigation in other countries when they arrived here, it is understood. Some of the 19 now under surveillance by MI5. But the government powerless to remove any of the 19, and a security source there saying it's a real problem and not something we're able to easily stop. Once they're here, we can monitor them and limit any potential threat they pose, but it adds to the overall surveillance burden. You've got the Tory MP Bob Seeley there saying there are now not only criminals coming into the country illegally, but people with terrorist affiliations. This is appalling and deeply concerning. And he says our security agencies have enough on their plate without having to increase monitoring to cope with an influx of foreign terror suspects. And those who oppose government measures to halt the small boats crisis frankly need a reality check. And when you see the government still reluctant, for instance, to leave ECHR, what on earth are they waiting for, given the scale, given the dangerous nature of this crisis? I will keep bringing you all the latest on this and more, guys. Please do whack this video a quick thumbs up, and of course, as ever, cheers for watching.